What is up, cool kids? I'm Cool Trainer Gavin, and unfortunately, we had some tech issues. I did not notice until as I was going to record the next episode that my mic had not been working. I don't know why. It wasn't muted, and I didn't change any of the settings on it. It just did not record anything, which is super unfortunate because some things did happen this episode. And this isn't an episode where I wanted to just you know just kind of mention something about it at the beginning of next episode. We're just like, hey, the audio didn't work, and this is what happened, blah, 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 so I'm going to do this. I'm going to post commentate only the important parts because I don't want to waste too much of your time. If this is too much of an issue for you, you can just skip to the next episode. I'm sure I'll talk about it. I haven't recorded it yet, but I'm sure I'll talk about some things that happened this episode anyway. But with that, let's get into the team recap. So I'm just going to be going through, like I said, post commentating. Try and remember what things I said. Even though I say a lot of random spur of the moment crap and I don't really remember it until afterward. So, we're out here doing the team recap. As you can see, we did some grinding, which was really excruciating. Like, that was some tough grinding, honestly, just because there was no good things to grind up on. But here, we said we would evolve Lord Helix. So we did. We have Lord Helix level 40, almost our holding the lucky egg, with Rock Throw, Surf, Psychic, and Bite, the same moveset that we left it with. We have Brute Root, level 38 Venusaur, with Horn Attack, Razor Leaf, High Jump Kick, and Sleep Powder. Now, I messed up a couple things with some movesets in this, like while I was grinding, because I didn't realize that Brute Root had Sweet Scent, which normally is a pretty trash move, but with High Jump Kick, it would go like really well together. Especially because High Jump Kick, the mechanics for High Jump Kick in this game are so stupid. Normally it is a base 100 power move, but the randomizer lets you like update Pokemon moves, so it is now base 130. But when you miss, it doesn't do half of your HP. It does half the damage that you would have done to the target. And the reason I discovered this is because I went for it and missed, and did like 75% to myself, and I was like, what is happening? So I looked it up, and that is the case. So like if you were going for like a High Jump Kick on a Blissey or something, you would, and you missed, you would OHKO yourself from full, pretty much. So we're going to be using it pretty like sparingly. I don't want to use it that often unless I pretty much have to, which really limits Brute Root's kind of effectiveness, but we're out here anyway. We have Henrietta, our level 38 Octillery, with the second, hold Mystic Water, our lone mystic person. And here's the other moveset mess up that I did. As I was grinding, I taught Henrietta Drill Peck because its physical attack is still pretty decent. And we have enough like ice coverage between Frigidaire and Megan anyway. So I got rid of Aurora Beam for Drill Peck, and then as I was leveling it up, I just like button mashed and accidentally deleted it for Focus Energy, which I think we learned at level 38. So super unfortunate, but it might sort of come in handy, never. But anyway, we have Frigidaire level 37 Articuno with Fly, Powder Snow, Spark, and Blaze Kick. We have Littlefoot, level 40 Tropius. Littlefoot got a little higher than the rest of the squad. Outside of Lord Helix, God, those stats are bad. Just by happenstance, it happened to be good against the Mons that we were grinding up against. And oh God, what is this moveset again? I want to talk about it. Aeroblast, Psycho Boost, Dive, and Magical Leaf. The best moveset you've ever seen on a Tropius. That's what I said there. That's right. And Megan, at level 38 Walrein, hold the Mako Brace with Body Slam, Surf, Encore, and Aurora Beam. So, what do I do next? Oh yeah, we go to the Cave of Origin, because that's what we do now. So I will see you in just a second, right there. So here we are talking to Steven and Wallace. This is pretty much just filler text. I've always been kind of disappointed with the end of the story of Ruby and Sapphire, to be honest. It's super underwhelming, and I don't really know what to do for Wallace's voice. So I'm just going to skip this part, because it's basically just filler text that doesn't really mean anything, saying that, oh, Groudon's bad, you have the red orb, oh, good for you, you're the chosen one, blah. So I'll skip to the Cave of Origin. Alright, so here on the Cave of Origin, and that's me realizing that we can get an encounter here, because I completely forgot about it. So we just stroll through. I think the first thing we find is a Remoraid, which obviously is dupes because we have Octillery. So we kind of end up just... oh, wait, what do I do? What do I do? Oh yeah, I accidentally catch a Voltorb because I forgot about the type thing. So I caught a Voltorb, which happened to... Actually, I'll talk about that later, after when we go to look at it in the PC. So I completely forgot, caught the Voltorb, and we ended up failing the encounter in here because we didn't get anything that we could catch outside of that Remoraid. So I'll just skip to the Groudon fight, which is super underwhelming. Alright, so we are almost to Groudon, and here we find the HM4 Waterfall. So we now have that. I decided, I thought about teaching it to anybody that could, but the only three that could were, I think, Megan, Henrietta, and Lord Helix. None of them are super fast, so the flinch chance of Waterfall isn't really good. And Surf is stronger anyway, since in Gen 3 they're both special moves. So Surf is just a better option for all of them. So here we get to Groudon's Chamber, and right there in my face, I'm like, what cry is that? I could not for the life of me think what cry that was. So I save here. I actually end up saving twice, just because I was super shook by that cry. I really had no idea what it was. So then we have Groudon just kind of waddle toward us. And if you know Pokemon cries, you'll know this is a Dugtrio. Super unfortunate, something that we cannot use. I was looking forward to adding some power to our team, but unfortunately we cannot. So we do end up catching it just cause, honestly, there's no real reason for it. We end up getting the freeze on here, which makes it super easy to catch. So let's skip until we go to look at them in the PC back in Sootopolis City. Alright, so we're back at the Pokemon Center. And here we have Dugtrio, where, oh yeah, I'm looking for Voltorb. He's up at the top. And he's holding a TM. So I was kind of conflicted about whether to use the TM or not, since we shouldn't have caught it to begin with. It ends up that it is Rock Throw, not even like Rock Slide or anything good. So it turns out, this is an Adamant Dugtrio too, which is super clean. But obviously we can't use it. For the same reason we can't use Electrode. Or Voltorb anyway. So I do end up taking the TM, like I said, Rock Throw. Nobody could learn it outside of Megan. And it wasn't really worth, so no harm, no foul, really. So, and I'm not going to show me getting my encounter in Sootopolis City. I end up failing it because it's not, I think we run into some Pokemon in the water that we can't catch, and then we try fishing for like three solid minutes, and with the Super Rod, and we could found nothing, and we ended up getting a third thing that we can't catch. So that was that. So then we go to fight Wallace, and I'm just gonna skip all the gym trainers as well, just because nothing really happened with them either. Just a couple people got some levels. Nobody learned any moves or anything. So let's just skip to the battle with Wallace. Alright, so we're in Wallace's gym, and I actually struggled with these puzzles quite a lot. Like, I failed them like 3 or 4 times before I actually figured them out. So here we decided to... Oh, we found the Bright Powder while grinding as well. So we gave that to Frigidaire, because Frigidaire has a really bad weakness to Rock-type moves, and Rock-type moves aren't the most accurate to begin with. So here we are, fighting Wallace, me being super extra, because Wallace, as a human, is extra. Oh, there was something that I talked about a second ago that I don't remember. Oh yeah. I was hoping that this week wasn't going to be like last week, because last week, in every Let's Play episode that I uploaded, somebody died. We lost Pompeia and Manny in this Let's Play, and in Volt White, we lost Stu the Bibarel and Dumpster, our Butterfree. Spoilers if you don't follow that series. And here we are. I think he normally has a Pelipper, and this goes to show how bad of a Pokemon Articuno is. Can't even Oko with a 4-time super effective move. I mean, granted, it's 5 levels above us, but that's only 5 levels. That's not that bad, and we are an Articuno. But it gets even more sad in just a second. Because wait till you see what he sends out here. He sends out a Gligar. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is fine. We can do this. He misses the slash thanks to the Bright Powder. And I was really confused for a second because I didn't remember that I had it on there. So I go for the Powder Snow. And of course... Look how shook I am right there. For some reason, Articuno can't kill a Pokemon 7 levels above it with a stab 4 times super effective move. Explain that to me, Game Freak. I don't know. So he sends out Ladian. Which I decided to go for a Powder Snow first because it's stab super effective, but its special defense is quite a bit higher than its defense. So this turn I decided to go for Fly, and he just totally pro-plays me and goes for the Reflect. But then Frigidaire decides to come through, and because I was just talking smack, it decides to get the crit to make me apologize for everything bad that I've ever said about Articuno. He then goes out to Executor, and I'm like, man, Frigidaire's just going to sweep this guy. So I go for the Powder Snow. We land it. It does alright damage, nothing crazy. Goes for the Egg Bomb and misses. Egg Bomb's not a super accurate move anyway, but he somehow lands a Hypnosis on when I have Bright Powder. Also, explain that to me. So that Egg Bomb does way too much damage. So then I go out to Littlefoot, and I get so shook right there, because he crits me. So I go ahead and heal up. He goes for a Confusion and crits me again. And the fact that Confusion crit, like, yeah, it was a crit, but Confusion did that much damage blew my mind. So he misses the Egg Bomb, so we can cleanly kill this thing with Aeroblast. This game's going pretty smoothly. And then we find out he has a Whiscash, which I do believe that he still normally has. So go for the Magical Leaf. He goes for Future Sight, which I honestly did not know Whiscash got. He goes for Rest, and then Snore flinches me on the Future Sight turn. I'm like, that's some next level stuff, man. That's some next level tech. So he goes for the Snore again. Doesn't do too much. I think he might have critted me too. But we realize Wallace is a trash trainer and goes for Snore on the turn his Whiscash wakes up, which means we win the match. So we get our 8th and final badge. So all of our Pokemon will obey us now. Not that that was ever a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and just tell you what happens in the rest of the episode here, because I don't want to waste any more of your time. But basically, we plan out what we're doing next episode. Because I looked through the map and realized that we have 9 encounters that we can still get. So just for fun, before we go to the Pokemon League and to get a little bit more experience. Because we're going to be super underleveled. That was a weird super underleveled for the Elite Four. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to get all 9 of those encounters. I only expect to get probably 2 or 3 Pokemon that we can actually use, and whether or not we will use them is completely different. So that's what we're going to be doing on Friday. With next Monday, a week from today, being when we head up to Victory Road and get our final encounter there, and hopefully make it to the Elite Four. So, like I said, I do really apologize for the kind of hodgepodgeness of this episode. I don't know how people post-comment anything, because this has been just like a bad feeling for me. Shout out specifically to Shofu. I watched some of his Wi-Fi battles, which look phenomenal on Citra. Citra's a great emulator if your PC can handle it. Mine, unfortunately, can't. But he post-comments his stuff, and it looks super good. He does a good job with it. But anyway, like I said, I really do apologize, because this was a relatively important episode. But it is what it is. Next episode, everything will be fixed, though. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, please like and or subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at CoolTrainerGav. And until next time, smile later.